Hello everyone, this is Vicki Ashard here with Nature's Best Art. I'm excited to begin our 25 tags till Christmas today. I will be filming 5 videos making 25 tags for Christmas bags and wrapped Christmas gifts. Okay, this tag is one that I made a couple years ago. And what I did is I thought, when we start making videos, I am going to show you and share with you how I made these, and I want to make 25 tags. And so I'm going to have 5 videos, make 5 tags each. It's always easier to make 5 of the same, I don't know, or 10 of the same. So that's what we're going to do. And this is my book. I want to show you my book that I write all my ideas in. I make these books out of scrap paper. This is actually my watercolor design. I ask Tom sometimes. He's a wonderful printer, an absolutely wonderful printer. I think he's probably the best in the Midwest, is what I say. We're from Michigan. But sometimes I say, well, let's print this over. And then when I get the scraps, I thought, why did I tell him? I just think that's so pretty. But anyway. So this is my book, and what I did is I wrote all the materials that I used making that one, so I would know how to show you when I was ready to show you. So here's some of the ones I made already, and we'll put those up, and let's make our tag. Now this one, I'm going to show you this up close. This is the one we're going to make today, this color here, and it's gray and teal. You see that, how pretty it looks? I love those colors together. And my inspiration came from my watercolor design. I'll try to show you. It's my big 16 by 20 called Nesting. It's kind of hard to show you the whole thing, but you can see the gray and the eggs are blue. Let's see if I can turn that around there. Oops, sorry, I just bumped my camera. There you go, the blue, the teal. And now, you know what, if you want to, you can go on my website, www.naturesbestart.com. I have a watercolor gallery. You can take a look at that. They're closer if you like. But that's where I got my inspiration for this color. You know, gift bags and Christmas wrapping paper, it's all different colors. It's blue and grays, and you can make your tags any color you want, anything you have in your craft room. What I do is I use scrap paper, and I get my scrap. I'll show you actually where I how I put my scrap paper so I can take the colors I want right away. I put them in files and file folders, and I put them in a cabinet, and I write the name of the color here, and I just go right to the color, and I get what I want, and I have all the colors you can think of. Of course, we all accumulate a lot of scraps in the craft room, right? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our gray first, because that's what we want on the bottom, and I'm going to use this punch. This punch is the paper called the Paper Studio. I got it at Michael's or Joann Fabrics, and it's really nice. I love it. And just punch it. Okay, and there we are. Okay, now in order to get this second layer here, what I do is I put it on the paper that I want. And I trace this here. I don't have 2 punches. I don't have a smaller one and a bigger one. So I just trace it on that second paper, the top part of the paper, the tag. And then what I do is I just move my pencil so that it makes the same shape, but it'll be a little smaller. There we go. Then I used my Holtz scissors. I just love these, and you know, they're for fussy cutting, so we're going to cut that. Okay, there we are. This part is a little, I want this little, bring that down a little bit more. There, I like that better. Bring this down just a little bit more there. That looks better. Now, let's see how we like that. Okay, it's pretty good. Okay, and we're not going to get too particular with our pencil marks. I'm going to erase a little bit, but we are going to put, using a stamp pad, we're going to put our color around there with our blender. Okay, I'm not going to do that on camera because I want to let that dry when I do it. So I'll do that off camera. Okay. Now I took a gray piece of paper before I came on camera, and I put my color on here with my stamp pad, and so that's done. And then my hole punch for the ribbon is done. Okay. All right, now on this piece of paper here, what we want to do is make our vine, and what I use for that is a Micron 05. Okay, so I'll just go around the edges. I'm gonna put like, make a look of blueberry vine on here. On my the ones that I have for the green and the red, I put the red berries with my Stickles. Okay, and let's put some leaves on this. Okay. Okay, that was on this side. Now, let's put them on the other side. We want to make this vine look like it has a lot of leaves. Okay, there we go. Now, our next step is to put our word that we want here. You can put joy or peace, love, hope, any of those words, or you can find one that you like. Okay, So if you want to practice your lettering, you can. You don't have to. I've been doing this for a little while, so I like to get it nice and big. Okay, put your dot there. Okay, then we're going to go with our Stickles. And I love these, to use these. I used silver and with some of them with the gold lettering. Okay. And what I like to do, first of all, with these, I like to shake them. And test them, actually, to make sure they're shaped well. Okay, good. All right. Go straight up and down. And stop and pick it up again and start it again. And stop pressing, pick it up. So it doesn't get too thick in one place. So you'll be bringing it up and pressing down often. And there we go. Okay, then I've been using these gel pens. They work real nice. They're Tek Writer. And I don't know if you've ever used these, but you see how that ink is separated like that? To get that ink going, these were, when I picked my these up, I'll show you how I store these in my drawer. They're in a bag, and I have them, I always put them down. See, this part down. Let's see, this part, this top part, where the pen comes out, where the ink comes out, I store them that way, so that the ink will all come down when I store them and stay down. But they still dry out. I don't know the reason, and it's just real disheartening to have all these beautiful colors. But what I do is I put them in warm water. I take the top off and I let them soak in warm water about 5 minutes before I use them, and then it loosens up this ink and it'll start up for you. So if you have that problem, just do that. Okay, so now I want to go around and do the vine. Okay, there we go. And like I said, I'm going to use my teal, it's called, stamp pad. And, when this is dried later and off camera. And these are my sponge daubers. I use the round kind. And I have a square one that I use. The square one I can put any color that I want. I make sure I have different pads so that I can put different colors on them. You can tell. Around. And then sometimes when I have very small areas, I use these finger sponge daubers. So that's what I will do. And you know, this is called Vivid, and I bought it years and years ago, and I don't even know if they exist anymore, but it's a beautiful color. So, and I put it on this gray one. You can see on my gray paper, the shiny. Can you see that shiny? It's just so pretty. But anyway, I put that on there. Thought that was real pretty. And so now I'm going to show you. I'm going to put this aside. And now I'm going to show you how to make the snowflake. Remember the snowflake here? Let me see if I can get mixed up here, because I see everything upside down. There we go. There's the snowflake. Oops, this is on this side. There we go. Okay, so my snowflake, I'll show you how I do that. And that is with the Stickles also. Oh, I wanted to show you also too. If these get dried up on the top here, wouldn't that be awful if we couldn't ever get that out? So I don't know what this is called. My husband gave it to me long ago. So I asked him, I said, this is dried up. I don't know what to do. So he had this thing. I'll list it on the description below. I'll ask him later. And all you do is push it in and twist it. And then pull it out. And it works real well. Okay, anyway, so let me test this, make sure it's down. Piece of paper. Okay, because sometimes it's not down. You got to shake these. Okay, so it's down. All right. Now, to make your snowflake, you can put lines here if you want. I don't, with a pencil, but what I do is I just go down and across. A little further down, I think. There we go. And then I will put this shorter, these lines here. And then, snowflakes have these little lines from their center lines. So you just move it around to make that like that. There's your snowflake. And then when it dries, generally I wait till overnight. So if you are making these tags and you need them right away, remember to make them a few days earlier than when you need them. So what I do is I let it dry. It'll go down like this. See how raised that is? It'll go down. And I'm going to put this up here so I don't mess that up. But what I like to do is when I cut around here with my scissors, I like to cut around there. I'll show you another one too. They're really pretty. Let's see. This is a pretty one here. Can you see this here? You cut around it so that your lines, so that it'll look like a snowflake and it won't be gigantic, because you're going to cut that down. Okay, so then our next step would be to let me just show you here, because I can't do it. Well, I'll show you a little bit on this one. Okay, this is the one that we did. Now I like to use, and we're going to put the blueberries on there, right? So this is the blue one, the Stickles. Okay, test this again. Where's my paper here? Oh, what did I do with that scrap paper? I'll just get anything here. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Oh, sorry, off camera. There we go. Just testing it. I threw that other paper away. I thought it was done with it. Okay. So, put that back. All right, now for the blueberries, what I like to do is I like things in 3s and 5s and 7s. I think it looks pleasing to the eye. So I'll make 3 dots for the blueberries. Then I'll go 1 more here. Then 3. Oh, then maybe 2. 1, 2, 3. And all the way around there. And it'll be real pretty when that happens. Okay. And so I'm going to put that up because it's wet. And I just want to show you how I put all this together. I use these mounting squares. You're all familiar with the mounting squares. These are from Scotch. I like those. And so I'll put 4 of them on the bottom. 4 of them, 1 here, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 on each corner. And then I'll use that. And then for the for your snowflake, you can cut these squares if you want. What I opt to do is I used my Zots. And what these are they're permanent round Zots. And what I do is I put my snowflake up to it, and it'll push it right on there. And I have 2 of them on there. Okay, I'll take, I put my done snowflake, and then I'll use that. Or you can cut these also, but I just didn't want that big square to show at all, so I use my Zots. These come in permanent, and then the other ones that are not permanent, they call them removable Zots. If you ever need these, they're very nice. Okay, and then what I'll do is I'll put my hole there. Here, can you see that? Yeah, it's on my bottom part, and my hole puncher is like this one is a smaller one. I like to use that smaller one, and I'll put about 4 or 5 holes there, and it makes it real nice. And now my ribbon, I cut 10.5 inches. I want to show you this ribbon. It's really pretty. I got it, I can't remember if it was Michael's or Joanne Fabrics, but it has the silver on the edges. And then I got some with the gold on the edges. And I use both. I use both silver and gold. Okay. So I'll show you how I'll do it. So you just fold it back. Here, can you see that? There's a little off camera there. Okay. And then you put it through. And you take your loop. You put your strings there through the loop. And there you go. And then when this is dry, I'll make more of those blueberries on there. We'll put it on there with our tape, and we'll add our beautiful snowflake. I'll make a beautiful tag. I just love the colors. So I hope you enjoyed that today, and please stay tuned for 4 more videos to make 25 tags for your Christmas gifts. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and share it with a friend. Happy creating!